So I think our project is called Colliding Domains, and it's trying to look at kind of the streets where there are these multiple domains shared. And I think this is a project something which we is very close to us because it's placed in Old City, and Old City has its own logic, and we ourselves stay in Old City of Mumbai, and we have been seeing it since childhood that how what are the patterns of every day and the kind of complexity which exists, and there's always this kind of a conflict where there is the government and the municipality trying to enforce certain laws, and whereas the city old city has its own logic, and through which things work. So there is you always see this kind of two different worlds conflicting with each other in these projects. So this is a project which is located in one of the old arterial roads of called Grant Road. It was kind of formed during the 1900s, where during the plague epidemic, as per the part of the city planning, there are these large thoroughfares which were created to form the east-west artery of the city, and it cuts across very important old precincts of Bombay, which included the bazaars, railway stations. It also has an old entertainment district which was called long time back this the Kamatipura area and the Falkland Road and the red light district. So the street, the part which we are looking at is starting from Lamington Road Junction near Grant Road Station towards Mohammad Ali Road, JJ Junction. It stretches 1.5 kilometer.
Yeah, and
What
its
is
administrative boundary is
yeah
shared between four wards. So when
yeah
you are dealing with administration, you are dealing with four wards and people from four wards.
yeah. The road itself has a division, which half of the road comes under E ward, half under C ward, and those kind of a thing. So it's kind of a very complicated stretch which exists in the city, and this is one of the aerial views showing all different mohallas in the precincts. So you have Chor Bazaar on one side, Kamatipura red light area, then Do Taki and Nagpada and Kumbharwada are the market areas, the metal bazaars and everything which exist along that stretch. There is Khetwadi, which is a residential fabric, and Falkland Road, which is the red light street of that precinct. So in the map you can see there are these two large arterial roads, and the left one is the Maulana Shaukat Ali Road, which we are working. What we what basically, I mean, when we started working on this project, we realized that there are too many stakeholders of the street. So in terms of on one hand you have these departments, there are road cutting lines, RL remarks, city survey department. Even if you want to move a light pole, there is an electric work department, garden departments, etc. And then there are these the stakeholders of the street, which are residents, vendors, hawkers, street animals, pets, etc. So primarily, we kind of looked into the zone. There are four major zones of the street. One on left end become the near the station is the market and the railway station, which also has an upcoming metro station. The zone two looks into cinema theaters, hotels, restaurants. Zone three is the bazaar, which has timber market, metal market, scrap market, old Chor Bazaar which exists around it. And the last fourth zone is majorly a workers' naka, where every early morning the workers set up at the corner, and there are contractors which come and take them for work, things like that. So the road has a right of way of 36 meters wide, and it shrinks down to almost 16 meters on the other end. So it becomes 50% at the stretch. So what we did is we first we realized that it is what is important is that the street is also how do you record such complexity of the site. So the first step we looked into was a kind of a rigorous recording of the street, that how what are the kind of the patterns of the street. So we started drawing them because the survey drawing really kind of ignores a lot of aspects of the street. Second was we started conceptually looking at that how do we strategize it. So we had four large ideas for a residential fabric, for the market fabric, etc. But then we realized that this is a kind of a street which will need a customized solution. So it can't be seen as these generic typical ideas which can be stretched across the edge. So uh, we kind of actually drew the entire project. We'll come on to that in the ending
I think
slides.
we'll go with the kind of individual ideas which we addressed, and eventually we have to draw the entire road. Because
Yeah.
you can't draw typical section and kind of multiply it anywhere. You have to actually go about drawing each and every corner of the road.
Yeah. So the first thing was the looking at the idea of threshold, because the way the Indian streets are designed, or any of the roads, is always they take you from point A to B, but the entire transition on the interface of the in between is something what actually gives character to Indian streets. So how do we really work with that?
Actually, continuously, there's not even space to walk. So if you
Yeah.
start with from one point of the road, you'll not even reach the next, the last point.
Yeah.
So first is like giving space where people can walk continuously on the street.
Second was to work around crossings, because in India people wave their hand and everybody crosses, so it's never a kind of a method. So there are almost 52 points where people were crossing all across. So we strategize how do people cross, how do handicapped get an access through these roads. We also looked into idea of creating a bulb out zone, like an edge which was the threshold of the buildings and the streets, which accommodated goods vehicles parking, scooters, hawkers area, a lot of other facilities which existed on the road. Another interesting edge which was specific was this large stretch which was like a spawn, which is the real threshold of the city, which is no one's and everyone's at the same time. So, and where all kind of activities take place. So
actually, currently this threshold never gets designed, and that's where actually a lot of activities find their place. Not only parking, but hawkers, people sitting, people sleeping. So that actually, like goods loading, unloading of the markets, people waiting for the bus. So all that activities happen with threshold. So I think actually our main focus was to design.
Yeah, so that was one of the stretch which we really took into as a design component, which did not disturb the road nor the pavement, but just allowed these everyday practices to find their space within them. Then we looked into idea of sculpting the domains, because there were lots of stakeholders and a lot of domains. Most of the shops had their pets and they were bathing them. So there was a junction where we had created an animals plaza where the local pets could be bathed. They could feed them. There were drinking water facility. There were hawkers and along the entire stretch, and there were organized vendors along the stretch. So we designed the street vending zone as a kind of a prefab structure which could organize activities on the pavement.
Actually, we went and counted all the shops, recorded their sizes, what the professions they are doing, and accommodated them where they are located, but amalgamating them in one place. So they have a
so
good opportunity for business.
There are more than 300 vendors on the street across the stretch. There were loading unloading zones created for the haath gadis and the local bazaars to find for the tempos, etc. There were kabutar khana. There were a lot of these kind of activities. This is the space which was the workers' stall. There's a newspaper reading stretch on the left. So eventually the entire stretch we have worked out somewhere around 450 to 500 these kind of pockets where all these street furniture, activities, facilities, utilities can be incorporated, which includes dustbins, street lamps, loading areas, crossing points through which they come in. So this is one of our main ideas through which we have added the interface of the design, the interface of the threshold through these objects. Due to time constraints, we are not able to put all of them, but there's somewhere around 400, 500 of these. Then also when we are designing the street, it's also about the scripting of the urban form, because the roads generally are always seen as the paved area and the vehicular, but what kind of the city are we trying to shape? So there were a lot of junctions where we defined and realigned the way the crossings happen, where people can pause, find a place for rest, having lunch in the afternoon. There were a lot of structures in usually which are separate, like toilets, bus stops, light lamps. So we propose the idea of hybrid amenities, where currently
they are obstructing the way all the time when you're walking. So
Yeah.
idea is to amalgamate them together, so they're not kind of coming as obstruction on your way to walk all the time.
Yeah. So there were the many of places they also don't get used because the way they are placed. So we created a bus stop toilet, we created a pavement toilet. This was a space for the workers naka where they could halt find the space for
It's a
negotiation.
toilet underneath and a bus stop and a space for workers to rest.
Yes.
So it's like all three amalgamated in one.
Yeah, there were bus stop with toilet facility. These were for very small side. Then there were some of these were the underground toilet and the bus stops. Also, the right of way kind of continues for the pedestrians, and the toilets were placed underground, which also works as a bus stop at an upper level. then we looked into idea of how are we shaping the city. So there was an exercise conducted to draw each of these buildings along the stretch. There are more than 400 buildings along the stretch, for which we created a long scroll which was a 30 feet long, because many of them are getting redeveloped and erased. And actually those were the buildings which gave identity and the language to this Maulana Shaukat Ali Road. So
This is also a junction where
yeah.
the metro station and railway station will come in future. So there'll be a large volume of people coming out of the commuting station. So the idea was to could you go back? The idea was to kind of widen these kind of crossing points and junctions where people are crossing constantly. So it's able to accommodate high volume of people.
So these were some of the crossings, traffic junctions, and this is just a glimpse of that long 30 feet scroll where there were notes made on around each of the buildings depending on what are the activities and what gets used. And there were these small notes through which the entire stretch was kind of carefully scripted and drawn.
Actually, we had
Uh,
to figure out a new method to record and draw entire road
yeah.
because the like the cross sections or typical master plans were not doing justice only to kind of the kind of complexity of the site. This is actually a drawing we developed over like long time to record all the activities.
Yeah. Also, it was nice that when we presented to the municipal corporation, they were able to associate with this building and partially start looking at the city. Otherwise, they were always many of these projects are given through tenders to the contractors, and they just pave the roads and the project ends.
Actually, people on the site also understood their road much better with the drawing. They were able to connect. Okay, near the mosque, this is happening. Near this junction, this is happening. So it's a good way to kind of even kind of explain people also about what is going to happen on the road.
Yeah, yeah. Then there were different stages where it was presented to the commissioners of different wards, the local MLA,
The
yeah,
local political representatives, the
representative.
MLAs, the councillors, also all the departments, roads department, hydraulic department, traffic department, sewerage department. So like there was a meeting held with all the departments to kind of to synchronize what is to happen.
What you see on the left is that scroll which was always discussed with them, and then they shared their notes and ideas behind this, and the process was further kind of defined. That's the traffic commissioner on the left, the municipal commissioner. It was we also did an experiment. The scroll of the street was kept actually in the public plaza at UT station, and a lot of people started sharing their views and ideas around these things. This was at the municipal commissioner's office at Mumbai, and and eventually it went for a mock testing on the field where what was designed on the screen was then tested on site where we marked onto it, and then there was recalibrating. There were lots of things which people suggested and the shopkeepers wanted and things like that. So this went to kind of a third, fourth round of negotiation and editing in looking at the reality. So these are some of the field notes which we had collected over a 1 week period. So our entire studio was on field during that time. Also, there were scooter lanes suggested, so we marked on, and the lots of things.
There are a lot of two-wheelers on site currently, and they are kind of constantly colliding with the four-wheelers. The idea was to give them their own kind of lane where they're able to safely travel through the road.
Yeah, and right now they started with the implementation process. So we were having a line out. These are some of the technical drawings which we have started with, and it's uh, it's ongoing. So right now we are engaged with 4 wards of the city for a stretch of 1.5 kilometer, and it has been taken as a pilot project by the MCGM. And eventually the idea was that these domains of the city which are colliding, you figure out a strategy where we can make a peace with all these stakeholders and create kind of a more lively environment. Look at it more as a celebration of the everyday. Yeah, that's it.
I'd like to talk about the jury award winning project by Kalpit Ashar and Mayuri Sisodia. Uh, and I think this was a very intrepid attempt to reclaim the sidewalks along Shaukat Ali Road as a crucial public and community space, especially for the dense and congested neighborhoods that flank its entire length. This remains a highly contested site, and these pavements have shrunk over time with informal occupations and encroachments of street commerce, private interests, and poorly managed commons, all of them vying for space along this primary artery that actually runs north-south through the city of Bombay. And what was interesting about the project was that, through a very challenging participatory process, which was informed by strong research and in situ site mappings, which I was actually very impressed with. The proposal presents strong and viable ideas for rewidening these sidewalks, infusing creative imagination of a public life that can once again enrich the lives of these people who live and work in these dense settlements.
We love the project Colliding Domains. It was compelling in the way the team studied and tried to organize every corner, every person, every activity, every speed, as if they were really working for each of the social actors in this symbiotic ecosystem, as they call it, fully negotiating to equally share this grand route.
The aspect of this proposal that I appreciate the most is that the architect is working with the city administration to resolve the multitude of negotiations and conflicts and contestations that happen at ground level in all cities. And resolving these is only possible through the act of design, the intervention of somebody who understands how materials, spaces, and people come together. And this is something city administrations don't understand and something that architects understand very well.